Boom.
I'm recording.
I've been recording.
Okay,
so
sick. Well, you only have your audio, so you're fucked.
Calling my phone.
Shotty got low.
Shut the fuck up.
Shotty is an eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. There's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut. Jesus Christ.
God damn, that was.
Thanks, Todd in the Shadows, for telling me about that one.
Man, I wish I could laugh normal again. I'm upset. I'm still like sick enough where I can't.
Oh yeah,
laugh
you're
normal.
still sick. God, my hair is too
So I just
long
cough
at this
instead,
point.
so it sounds like I'm dying every time I laugh. But I need to
Niall,
like laugh.
fucking...
Seth, I'm
My
not
hair
used to
is
having
too long.
super long hair like you. Okay.
Okay, listen, hear
Look,
me
I'm
out.
like fucking Princess... I'm like Princess Buttercup right now. Check this shit.
Goddamn. Look at that guy. Look at him.
All right.
Goddamn.
Got him.
Goddamn.
Who's
I gotta
doing
make sure my
the
audio's not too
intro?
shitty.
Are we just gonna go right into it and just like talk like normal and then get into the movie?
Let's get an intro and then we talk a little bit and then we can get onto the movie whenever we get onto the subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do we have notes for this one? I did not take notes for this one.
You didn't take any?
Okay,
I got
back
I was
in
drawing
it.
Optimus Prime during the whole movie.
Fair. You know what? Fair enough, man.
All right. Well, we should do a clap sync, right, to make sure everyone's at
Sure.
the same point.
Yes, because especially this one where we all
I can
started
see you
recording
guys
at
on
different times.
camera, so if you guys are off sync, then I'm gonna. All right, so on go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, everyone was
You
off.
said on
Everyone,
go.
I said go.
Niall
You
and
said
I were
on
synced
go,
up. It's
so
fucking
go.
your fault.
Okay, you know what? You fucking bitches.
As long as two are synced up, we're good.
All right, fine. You know where my clap is too. It's slightly off. But okay. Do you guys want to talk more, or do you want to get into it?
Let's start with the intro and see where it goes.
Okay, this is gonna be like a chill one, I assume.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, all right. Well.
That's
use a
the bit
straw?
for this one.
Kevin Bacon be like. Blah, 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 blah.
Kevin Bacon be like,
All right, everybody.
Kevin and my bacon. We're gonna be making a lot of those
Kevin and
jokes.
my bacon.
Best part of the movie.
Oh yeah, Kevin in the bacon.
Kevin's Bacon.
Kevin
Alright,
be
Devin.
footloose in my bacon.
I'm gonna just say I think Devin does intro very well.
Are you sure? I mean, okay, I'll do it again.
I don't know. You're just kind
You're
of
kinda
the
just our
intro guy. I don't know.
You're just
All
the
right,
intro
I'm
guy
the
now,
intro
and it
guy.
works.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pod/Cast. I am your host with my fellow co-hosts here. Ta-da! There they are.
Hello,
Okay.
Oh, da-da!
I'm Seth,
We have
and
a few
this
things.
is Markiplier.
This is Markiplier.
This is Disney Channel.
This is the Disney Channel. Draws like a penis on the fucking window or something. I don't know.
Welcome to Disney Channel, and then I just like,
I just die. There you go, on the spot.
welcome to Disney Channel, and then
I miss watching.
no, you
Disney
pull a
Channel.
gun out and shoot yourself in the head, and then a splatter turns into the mouse.
Oh yeah, it turns into the mouse logo. Yeah, fuck it. That's awesome. That sounds like a fucked up like VHS short where everything's like messed up.
Oh,
That'd be so
that'd be
cool.
a good
Yeah,
VHS
honestly,
short.
yeah, we should make one. But,
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh.
All right, so today we are going to be talking about Friday the 13th.
Freitag
Which-
the... I can't remember how to say 13th in German.
Guten Tag. No, that's not.
It's
Guten
probably
Tag.
something
Guten Tag.
stupid like 13th or some shit like
Dried?
that.
Oh, dried soy.
I don't know. I
Never
said
come back
look,
again.
You're, you're
My-
the only person that knows German here. I know Scheinsen.
I
and that's
don't
it.
know German because my German teacher was too busy fucking one of his students and then running away to South Carolina and abandoning his wife and 2 children.
God damn. I was laughing, by the way. I don't know if you could tell. I'm still sick. I'm just coughing instead of laughing. Because I knew
Devin
exactly
just
where he was
stone
going.
cold. Devin's,
Yeah, I've
Devin's
told-
a stone cold face. I'm
I've
laughing.
told you guys about that
Huh.
one before.
Yeah,
Thanks.
pretty fucked up story.
Thanks, high school.
Speaking of which, there's a bit of that in this movie as well.
Oh! Yeah, there
Oh, yeah.
totally
There,
is.
there actually is, yeah, which is kind of fucked up.
Friday the 3rd.
But they really kind of gloss over it. Does he live through the whole movie too?
No. Captain Pornstache gets stabbed right before we go to the end.
Yeah, that's right. Because the final girl moment happens. Anyways, we'll get to that later. But
Yeah. So
But yeah.
Friday. Wait. I think I
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah.
I think I gotta go and look up reviews of Friday the 13th on fucking Rotten
Good call.
Tomatoes again.
Ooh,
It's a
Yeah,
shit.
good call,
It's a
good call.
shit
I like that, I
website,
like
but
that.
that's exactly why
I bet
it's
you
so
most
funny.
people are gonna complain Jason wasn't in
Yeah, I was
this
gonna
one.
say most people are gonna be like, "What the fuck movie is this? There's no Jason."
Yeah, because the problem is now most people going to this movie are going and expecting Jason.
Yeah, it's one of those
And are going
movies.
to be
yeah.
sorely disappointed. I think that's the ultimate warning of this
It's
movie:
only-
is don't expect Jason as the antagonist.
It's only got a 60%.
60? Really?
63,
I was expecting
60.
higher.
I mean, this, like I said in the last one, this website is shit, but I can use it for purposes.
I like this one. What website is this?
It's blatant exploitation of the lowest order. Dude,
Exploitation?
Well, it's like an exploitation film, you know? It's kind of what it is.
I guess yeah.
Well,
Not
because of the
super
snake?
important. Dude, here's another motherfucker that just gave it a negative review and didn't say anything. Fuck you, James Baranadinelli at
he
Real
hates
Reviews.
he hates the number 13, so he automatically downvoted it. You know.
You really have to wonder what exactly made the Friday the 13th series so wildly successful. Fuck you.
I mean, to be fair, this is nothing like any of the other ones.
I mean,
this is like
yeah.
this is the OG. So basically, anything that you know about Friday the 13th probably did not come from this movie.
Wait, guys.
Oh, probably came from
One more.
at least.
One more. Friday
Okay,
the 13th is not a good movie, but it achieves its objective to make the public feel adrenaline. Full review in Spanish.
What? What? Devin, you should
Review
read
in
that one. You know
Espanol?
Spanish. Devin, you're a Spanish translator.
Dude,
Oh yeah, after last time with Chainsaw guys.
No, dude.
You know.
Ed
I don't
Travis.
know how you would not know that word,
Ed
Devin.
Dude,
Travis
I just don't know
family's gonna kill you.
Chainsaw. What do you want from me?
No, guys.
Devin, your family's gonna
Guys,
kill you.
Ed
Yeah,
Travis's
probably.
ass did not watch the movie.
He did not watch the movie.
He gave it a positive score, but it says Jason Voorhees, the great golem of Paramount Studios and Warner Brothers Pictures, will always be there for us when we need to be frightened, titillated, distracted, or when we need a laugh. Like, motherfucker, he's in
He
this
reviewed the wrong
movie
movie.
for 2 minutes.
Yeah. He's not even like actual Jason. He's just like a fucking like weird like
Swamp baby.
lake baby.
Swamp
yeah.
baby. He's the shit baby. It's
He's
him.
he's literally the shit baby.
The shit baby.
Yeah,
Shows up twice in the whole movie.
I'm gonna be honest. Watching this movie this time, I liked it more than I normally like it, but that's very likely just
Really?
because you guys.
Was that because you were watching it with friends?
Probably that.
Yeah, I feel like watching this one alone would kind of suck. It's kind of
My normal hot take on this movie is that the last like 20 minutes are really the only good part, along with some of the special effects. But literally, in Friday the 13th Part 2, the first 20 minutes of the movie is just the ending of this one.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Shit.
So my normal take is that if you're doing a Friday the 13th marathon, you can literally fucking skip the first one.
You can just skip the first movie.
Yeah, you probably can.
That's
Oh,
my
that's so
normal
sad.
opinion.
Yeah, because like the last 20 minutes also it highlights like all the kills too, right? It shows like Kevin Bacon's kill and like
I don't think it shows them. I know there's one of the movies. I believe it's part
implies
4
them, though, right?
that shows like a highlight reel of all the deaths in Friday the 13th. So you could totally skip this first one, and you'll see all the best parts of it while you're watching the other ones. Okay, but we were not going to talk about like ratings till the end of the movie, but like generally, what did you guys think of it?
I like it.
I liked
it's a
it
classic.
more than I thought I would.
It makes sense why it like garnered like a sequel, but the thing about it that I don't like about it personally is that the main characters, they suck. They fucking suck. They are not entertaining at all. The final girl, I think, literally had like 10 lines of dialogue, right?
I know you didn't just respect what we say. It was Lucy Skywalker or something.
Something
Skywalker.
like that. She
Oh, you
looks
think
like
it's just
female
Luke Skywalker as a woman.
Yeah, she looks like a gender swapped Luke
Which
Skywalker.
I'm not complaining.
No, she.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
I did.
I did too.
I would be Captain Pornstache. We'll get to that.
You
We'll get to
already
that.
are.
Well,
you.
hold on a
you.
second there, buddy.
Who's
Hold on
talking?
there.
Seth, are you calling yourself a pedo?
was the
Motherfucker.
80s.
Froze again. Oh, no, there we go.
Seth calling himself a pedo. admitting
I
he's
would wait
Captain
until she was
Pornstache.
18.
You see, Batman.
You see, Batman.
Tonight is a very special night where she'll blossom into a woman.
Aw.
God, I love that video.
Joker, no! Joker, no! Don't say that! Joker!
I love that video so much.
Oh god.
It's
Is
so
there- is there
good.
We need to get back on track here. Holy
I was
fuck.
gonna say, is there anything else to touch on before we should try at least?
But
mean,
I thought
I
this
know we
movie
could touch
was
on it at
better
the
than I
end.
expected.
I know we could touch
I
on
like-
at the end there because
Yeah.
we could talk about a certain lawsuit, but we'll get to that later.
Let's not
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that lawsuit because that
in my
shit
case,
makes
when
me
I watched
upset.
it, I was expecting not to like it, but I came out liking it way more than I thought I would.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot to like. There's
I
charm.
was pleasantly surprised.
They did a cool thing with like well, we're not gonna spoil it too much, but basically they did a cool thing with the villain throughout the movie as well.
We're not
with,
going
like,
to
the
spoil
camera
it, but if
POV.
you watched Scream,
Pretty much that.
it was already spoiled.
Did this movie inspire Scream?
Scream is like a satire of the entire slasher genre.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So this one definitely did something.
Well,
for
it
that.
literally at the beginning of Scream, he's like, "Who's the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie?" And then she answers the question wrong and says that it's Jason, and then he's like, "His mother was the killer in the first movie." Wah!
Kill him, Mommy! Kill him!
What's up?
Get her, Mom.
What's up?
All right. I'm at least going
But
to start
anyways.
us into the movie so we don't just flounder around here. At the,
You can
I was gonna
Start
say,
us
let's
off,
steer the
my
ship here
slasher
today.
friend.
We're a
Let's
little,
steer
we're a little like,
this
all over the
shit.
place today.
Devin's a little over
The
the place. I don't know
movie-
what he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah.
The movie opens up. It's in 1958.
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
right.
the
That sounds
counselors,
right.
I forgot, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of counselors. They're singing "Kumbaya." They look Mormon as fuck, but then
Kumbaya,
two of them
my lord.
run off to the barn to fuck. Now,
Yeah, they fucking.
Mhm.
maybe,
in the attic.
maybe it's just my opinion, but on a camp, is there no better place to go than the fucking attic of the
Oh
barn?
yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I would not fucking a dusty ass.
Listen,
attic.
okay, they had like a somewhat nice setup, but I agree. There's definitely better places to get out of sight. First
There's
of all,
better. There's got to be better
Dude,
places.
literally,
there's
than
just-
literally a
yeah,
lake
man.
right there.
Literally do it outside. Like,
Yeah, there's a lake. Go in the lake.
yeah,
Just do it
but
there.
before our daring hero gets his lady's shirt off, someone walks up the stairs like, "Oh, we weren't doing nothing." It's like, "Oh yeah, I totally believe that."
I totally believe you were
I
doing
totally
it
believe
in
you
the
weren't
Oh, my
dusty
bad.
ass
I
attic.
wasn't doing anything up here. Just move on, officer. And then the officer stabs
Just
him.
don't move.
Oh yeah, and then yeah, because it's the POV of the killer, and they just get stabbed. Well,
Yeah, you
one
get
guy
stabbed
gets
in the gut.
stabbed
Yeah,
in the
just
gut
die.
below the screen, and then the girl like tries running away, and then it freeze frames while she's screaming.
Well, the thing is, you got to mention as well. She ran into the stuff in the attic, so she ran
Yeah.
away from the only escape. Obviously, she's like backing away from
yeah.
the person with the knife and all that shit. But
Oh,
she
she
had like
so did.
so much ammunition around the room that she could have thrown at the killer. But she just tanked the knife, and obviously she died. But,
Well,
you know,
it was a woman in the 50s. I don't.
again. There was a tennis racket that she tripped over. There was a fucking like I think even a baseball bat that she tripped over. Like there
I
was a
would have
lot
to
of
go
shit
back
she
and watch
was
the
stumbling
movie.
over.
She like trips
There was-
into shit,
there was, like,
whatever.
sports
It was
stuff,
just
'cause
a.
it's a camp.
It was just a bunch of random shit they
Yeah.
keep up there.
And then it cuts to the title card, which I love the fucking Friday the 13th title card because it just like
Oh, yeah.
starts way off in the corner in the
It's-
blackness.
It looks like a commercial.
Yeah, and then it
really
launches
does.
forward, and then it like smashes through the screen.
Yeah.
Even though it's
It
not
really-
until the third
It really
one.
feels like watching a commercial for like a DVD or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
it's not.
Yeah.
great.
It's not until the third one that's that there's obnoxious 3D.
yeah.
And then, oh yeah, and then this is the point where we cut to 1980 on Friday
Yeah.
the 13th.
Yep, on Friday the 13th. And,
Friday the 13th, and one of the
cuts off
counselors for the
to-
camp,
yeah.
because the camp closed because people got murdered there. But one of the counselors is hitchhiking her way up there, so she walks up into like the fucking diner with all the people. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to Camp Crystal Lake," and everyone looks at her like she just like fucking said that she's pro-life in the South or pro-life in the North. I don't know. You know what? I've actually been drinking late alcohol. I apologize. My girlfriend mixed me
What?
up a very delicioso drink.
a very literally the drink is like there's fog coming out of this drink. Like that's how vile this shit is. He's got the fucking forbidden the black cauldron on his desk, you know, like he's got fucking like Halloween cartoony smoke coming out of his fucking drink right there.
Fucking slurp, slurp, motherfucker. Anyway.
Slurp slurp. Yeah.
Also, so she eventually is this.
Well, she goes into the store, right? And
Well,
she's
it's
like,
a diner, and she's like,
then,
"I need
and then
help."
our fucking boy, is it Crazy Dave?
No,
that's
it's
Plants vs Zombies.
It's Crazy
You'll
Ralph.
never go back again.
Crazy Ralph.
Crazy Ralph. She's walking out with one of the guys who's gonna like drop her off and
Yeah, she's
like
getting
halfway
a ride from one of
there
them.
or something. I like
'cause
the idea
he's
that
going
it's
in that
fucking
way.
it's fucking Crazy Dave. She just walks out. He's like, ah, glue. I mean, what he
text
says.
speech would say, "Don't go to Crystal Lake. People died."
What he says is just about as funny because fucking Crazy Ralph, he's just this old guy and he's like, go to Camp Blood, never come back again.
Never come back again. Good
Never
talking.
come back again.
Never
It's
have-
literally
never
like
come back.
you know that dumbass like the SpongeBob meme with the random capitals to make like this to make like
To
it
make it,
sound
like, spookier.
stupid. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's literally what Crazy Ralph talks like. Never come back again.
Never come back
Never
again.
come back again.
And she's like, "Oh, thanks, we jackass." And then she gets in the car with the
It's
guy.
got a death. Yeah, the guy that helps her into his truck because it's like some work truck. I'd have to go back and watch it to see
it's like
specifically
it's like a hunting truck.
what it is.
He's got, like,
I don't think it's a
supplies
hunting
in the
truck.
back.
It's literally like a cement truck or it's a tanker truck of some kind.
It's
a big
something
red-
like that. It's
Big red
it's a
truck.
bigger-
It's some type of semi truck. Literally, like I said, I have to go fucking look. I don't give a shit what he does.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter to the plot.
What
Basically, they're
matters-
sitting in the car,
What
they're having an
matters
awkward
is
conversation.
well, Devin, you missed the part where he
Oh,
had to
wait.
help her into the truck because it's like it's like a
Oh, yeah, I
semi truck, so
forgot.
it's super tall. So he double
He
hands
palms
her
that shit. He
ass
goes
and then
in,
lifts
yeah.
her in, and it's like I guess that was the payment for dropping her off halfway.
She had to pay him somehow.
Ass, cash, or grass, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Get some ass or you're touching the grass. All right, get in
And they
there.
have like a very odd conversation where he's telling her how like she should quit her job and stuff.
Yeah, despite
he's
telling
really trying to convince
remember
her.
why.
Yeah.
despite telling Crazy Ralph to fuck off, he like 100% agrees with him. Because
Yeah,
Crazy
yeah,
Ralph
this
is like,
weird, yeah.
it's got a death curse on it, don't go there. And then he's like, that place is jinxed, you shouldn't go there. It's like, literally, you told Crazy Ralph to fuck off for saying exactly the same thing. You fucking
Yeah, but
hypocrite.
he just hates Ralph. He talks like Crazy Dave from Plants vs Zombies, so I understand. But
I would hate Crazy Ralph. I don't know.
yeah, I would hate Crazy Ralph too. I mean, he literally teleports, as evident later in the movie.
He doesn't
Oh, yeah,
teleport.
he
He teaches Jason
might.
how to teleport.
He's an NPC.
Yeah, he just like fucking is everywhere. He's in their fucking bathroom
You know what, that
at one
ex-
point. Like I don't
The
know.
fact that he's an
NPC.
NPC explains why he talks like that.
Never
Yeah,
come
exactly.
back again.
Never
Never
come back again. I could see him I could be like a Skyrim NPC.
I am in your walls.
I am in your walls.
I am in your walls right
Hello.
now.
You will buy my wares or never come back again.
I think another weird thing is that she gets dropped off, and then we cut away to the second group of counselors that is on their way to Crystal
Yeah,
Lake,
they're
which
all
includes
carpooling.
Ned,
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon, and Kevin Bacon's girlfriend.
Yep. And Kevin Bacon's, he's jamming out to music. You could say he's getting a little footloose with it in the car. He's going a little off there. And then Ned's over there. He's the third wheel, so he's kind of
Dude,
being
Ned
a little
fucking sucks. Ned's the
he
fucking
sucks.
worst.
He's kind of like he's the
Yeah.
incel character of
Ned
the,
is
of
an
this,
incel.
like,
Oh
group.
God, he
Yeah.
is. He's so pervy and annoying.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense. He literally follows Kevin Bacon and his
He
girlfriend around the entire time.
He makes us look like saints.
Yeah, but no, they're just like on their way. I think the funniest thing is that like while it shows them like driving up, it has like this fucking like Beverly Hillbillies music playing with like
Oh, yeah, that's
like
right.
this insane like banjo
That's
music.
where else
That
would I-
shit never comes back in the rest of the series. There's never any other music ever like that.
I think literally that was Ned's playlist, and that's why they never brought it back. They hate him.
Ned's
What was
playlist.
I'm probably skipping a whole lot, but what was that shit where he's like faking drowning?
Oh,
so
yeah,
the
that's
girls
later.
can
Well,
drown him
That's
out.
in the
later.
next 5 minutes.
It's hard.
We
it's
can-
hard. I'll admit.
we can talk
a little
about
bit of a
we
diss.
can talk
It's
about
hard
Listen,
not to skip things in this
overall-
beginning movie.
Overall, this first half of the movie is just teenagers fucking around. There's literally nothing
It's just
happening.
them
There's
being
one kill.
idiots.
There's one kill, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh, that's right. There is.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a single
just-
kill.
it's just so fucking it's pretty
It's
they just
pretty
fuck
boring.
around. There's a few
Yeah.
things like they're going to the camp, and then it cuts to the camp where we see like he's not the head counselor. He's like the guy who I think his name is actually Steve, but we just all called him Captain Pornstache.
Porn stash.
Because that's what he looks like.
I fucking love Captain
He looks like he has a
Pornstache.
porn stash. And he's like the owner there or whatever. And he like starts putting the Ned and Kevin Bacon's girlfriend to work as soon as they show up.
Yeah,
and then
not even a hesitation.
And then he goes and talks to Alice, or Lucy Skywalker, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, we're just gonna call her Lucy
first
Skywalker
off,
for the rest of this movie.
First off, I don't think she's ever held a fucking hammer in her entire life.
Oh, no, she was fucking awful.
Because she's she's like installing a gutter, which. Here's a fun fact: you can't just nail a gutter to the side of the roof. That's just not how it fucking works at all.
No, it is not.
you can't just staple that shit on. But she's like holding the hammer
like architect cringe.
like upside down and
I was
backwards.
just cringing the entire time I watched that scene.
Yeah, because you're an
She
you're
couldn't
an
even hit the
architect.
fucking
You know
hammer
shit.
straight either. She was literally like flimsily holding it and just going wham, and then would miss the fucking nail multiple times in a row.
I assume
like when it's
that
not
she
focused
missed
in
the
on it. It
nail.
was just bad.
Yeah, but this is the part where like the super mega uncomfortable sexual tension happens.
Yeah, I don't
Because
get why
Steve,
they did that.
Captain Pornstache walks up to her while she's working. He's like, "Oh, how's it going? I know you don't like it out here." And then he picks up her sketchbook because she can draw.
Yep, she can draw.
Which is like, I think she draws it. There's a picture of Steve in there, and he's like, "When did you draw this?" And she's like, "I drew it last night." And he's like, "Try to hold out for the weekend, and if you don't like it by then, I'll get you home myself." And then he like brushes her cheek, and she leans into it. And it's like,
ugh.
isn't she supposed to be like a fucking 17-year-old at most, dude? And you're like 35.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Steve?
Yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
very,
creepy. Yeah.
It's a little icky. It's
I don't
a
know
little
why they
icky.
added that in. Like, it
I don't
did
even know.
nothing for the story.
They literally might have done it on accident. They were just like, "Oh, this would be nice."
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they were trying to like have people have relationships, all except for Ned, which he kind of deserved it.
He doesn't deserve to have a relationship.
Fuck Ned.
Yeah, no,
Even
Ned
though
didn't
he
deserve
plays.
it.
strip
Okay, so
Monopoly.
the one other person that of our main cast that hasn't been introduced yet is this one fucking guy that I can never remember the name of because he's so unimportant and boring. He's not.
Right. I forgot
He's
even
not.
in the movie.
He's not Kevin Bacon, and he's
He's
not
my
He's not
beautiful
that.
boy,
Steve.
Kevin Bacon.
He's just this fucking guy. But yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like the first chunk of this movie. Okay, the first kill.
You know, like the fucking zooming in on the brain cell expanding inside the guy's head. That's what happened to the fart sound effect
I was just
there.
gonna say the first kill is we go back to the hitchhiker. She.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
actually,
got dropped off at,
wait,
the
no,
cemetery, right?
there is an important fucking thing. Yeah, she did get dropped off at the cemetery, but
Yeah.
Steve, Captain Pornstache, has to go back into town to get shit, and he leaves
Right.
in a jeep. And then
Yeah.
this, she's walking the hitchhiker, who's actually she's gonna be the cook, which
Yep.
based and red pilled to have the woman be the cook.
Makes sense.
Steve has to leave. Haha, that rhymed. He has to leave. He goes to town, and
Yeah.
we see the hitchhiker, and a Jeep drives past her. Steve drives the same type of Jeep,
Yep,
and
same
it
exact
picks her
one.
up, and we don't see who's driving the Jeep, and she's just talking like, "Oh, I'm just going to Camp Crystal Lake. What's going on?" And then whoever's driving fucking blows past the entrance to Camp Crystal Lake. So
And she's like, "What the fuck? Where are you going?"
yeah,
And
so
then she starts
Mm-hmm.
freaking out.
Yeah, so
And
she
jumps
jumps-
out of the fucking speeding car.
and she fucks up
Fair enough.
her knee, and then she runs into
Yeah.
the woods, which
Yeah.
it's actually like this really drawn out scene of her just like running in the
It goes
woods.
on
It
kind of
goes on for a long time, but it's kind of cool because like it's still holding the same
works.
first person POV. The only
It's
time
not
they
the-
broke
some of the
away
other-
from that POV is showing her smashing into a
Yeah,
rock.
no, they never show who it is.
Well,
Which
yeah,
admittedly,
whenever
it, kinda
it
works
shows
more.
the killer's
Yeah.
perspective multiple times through this chase, but
Yeah, like I think as a first chase, it's fine
It's
that
pretty
it drags because it works.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
neat.
then
It's trying to show that something's
it's
wrong.
later on it gets a little.
and then when
annoying.
the murderer eventually catches up to her, or actually what happens is the murderer steps out from like behind a tree in front of her, which whatever, we're gonna gloss past that one.
We're just gonna ignore that. Yeah.
The killer cuts her throat, and it's actually
she
a
just
really
dies.
good Tom
Yeah, it's good
Savini
practical.
special effect.
Yeah.
Tom Savini is the
Mhm,
goat,
mhm.
dude. So the practicals in this
Honestly.
movie, pretty spot on.
Yeah, there was
pretty
only one
fire.
time we noticed it, and it was on Kevin Bacon.
And that's the only reason you notice it.
My hottie boy, Kevin Bacon.
The only reason you really notice it on Kevin Bacon is because, well, we have like high def.
Yeah.
We have clearer captures and shit. Also, I totally forgot to mention the version that we watched of this movie is the uncut version. I literally have no fucking idea what the difference between the uncut and the theatrical.
Yeah, no,
cut
what's
is.
the difference?
I cut down the beginning more.
I
There's
actually don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably just like a bunch of little tiny things, like the kills are on screen for like 3 frames longer or some stupid shit like that.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean,
they wanted to show
the
off the
director's
practical
cut, and they
effects.
just
there's
have
only
extra frames.
there's only one boobie in this whole movie, and it's in the uncut and the cut version, so it wasn't that.
Huh.
Yeah, they kept that in both.
I don't know. Maybe it's
But-
the 25% of Kevin Bacon's ass that we see. It's not in the uncut version.
You know what? I'm glad they left that in. That's all I'm saying. Anyways.
Yeah. So basically,
You guys are so quiet for that part. Thanks, guys. I was like, oh, I really appreciate that. I was waiting for someone to hop in on the bit with me, but no one fucking did.
You were waiting for someone to back you up.
I had a
no one
layup.
did.
I laid up somebody else to join in on that, and no one did. It
Yeah.
fucking-
Niall
Yeah,
has
no one-
literally
no one
been
joined
calling
you.
Kevin Bacon hot the whole time. You're good, homie.
I know, but that was just
I
like,
love
that was
that though.
such an
Just like you were
awkward
waiting for one of us to join in with like a yeah, she's hot.
pause. His ass is great, yeah.
Yeah, but literally after the first kill, I mean, I guess technically this is the third kill if we're really gonna count.
Yeah, I
it.
guess the first 2
Technically.
count, but this is the first main
real kill.
Main
How
The
about
first
that?
main kill. It's like
Yeah.
it's
First main
literally for
kill.
like the next 25 to 30 minutes, just like the teenagers being like, "We are on the docks, hanging out on the docks. I am
fucking
Ned. I am
around."
dude. Ned fucking
I
shoots.
am Ned. I am a cunt.
No, one of the female counselors is fucking setting up like the targets at the archery range, and Ned shoots a fucking arrow like 2 inches past her, and he's like, "Oh, wasn't that so
That's
silly?"
right, he
and funny?" It's
does.
like,
He
Oh
fucking
my god, I'm
kills her
so
with an
sorry.
arrow.
I
Ned.
almost fucking killed you.
Ned, that wasn't funny. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But
And
then,
then-
I
think
they
after
do the
that-
dock scene.
Yeah, after that, Ned pretends to drown while they're like putting the dock together, and we get to see Kevin Bacon in a speedo.
Yep. Goddamn.
Poggers.
I want that
by
Kevin
the way.
Bacon.
See,
I
there we
want,
go. That's better.
I
Hey,
want.
Kevin Bacon's hot.
I want
Hell yeah.
Kevin's bacon.
I want Kevin's bacon.
I want Kevin to give me his bacon.
I'm just saying, there's gonna be tremors that night if I get with Kevin Bacon.
Oh fuck! Oh, that was good. Oh goddamn! But yeah. Ned literally is a fucking incel because he pretends to drown, so they go and save him, and then one of
Yeah,
So
the
he
then
goes
fucking
mouth to
one of the
mouth.
girls can give him mouth to
Yeah,
mouth,
it's stupid.
and then like turns into a makeout, and somehow they don't smack him in the fucking face.
I mean, if he
Well,
did that shit today, he'd go to jail.
he would go to jail,
actually.
and they would throw him and make him actually drown in the lake.
They just kill him.
Jason
and
would
no one
Jason would
care.
help him out too. He would fucking come out of the depths and pull his ass underneath.
Jason would be like,
Jason would be
I might
like-
like to murder, but sexual harassment is a
Sexual
no-go.
harassment?
Sexual
Come down here,
harassment
bitch.
is not okay.
Come down here,
and I
bitch.
don't have to
We ain't
take
sexual
it.
harassing nobody.
Exactly, and he got his ass.
Yeah, but like, and then there's like the next like little bit that's like, it's not even really plot relevant because it's just
No, it
a
isn't.
police officer shows up looking for Crazy
oh, yeah, the
Ralph
cop that's
while
like all suspicious.
while Ned is in a headdress with like his jersey tied into
Oh, I
a
forgot they
diaper,
did do that.
and he's
Yeah,
doing the
gosh.
fucking the la, 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 shit.
Yeah, he's just a piece of shit. Let's
It's
just
like
be real.
Ned, you can't do that. Ned. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess it was
Ned, even at
19.
that-
It was
I feel like
1980,
Even then,
so-
it was a little like much.
I mean, he was just acting like a white person.
He was acting
at
like a dumb
Coachella.
kid. He was a dumb kid.
No, literally, that's what white people do at Coachella. Is they do exactly what Ned did.
No, that's true too. Yeah. He went to
How white people
Coachella.
think
Yeah.
Wendigos
Yeah, so
are
the
like.
cop looking for Crazy Ralph is actually the weirdest motherfucker ever. Because Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon walks up and he's like, "Wow, that's a cool bike." And he's like, "You've been smoking that dope, that hash, that devil's lettuce." It's like, who the fuck
You
asks
smoking that
like
Mary
that?
Jane, that double caked up?
Are you having
shit?
unprotected sex
Are you?
before marriage?
What the heck? I'm
What
not gonna
the
take the
heck?
Lord's name in vain here. What the fuck are you doing over here?
Yeah, but basically, this officer shops like, "Yeah, by the way, Crazy Ralph is out and about."
They're
Now,
like, okay, we'll keep an eye out.
I could beat Crazy Ralph's ass. So personally, I'm not too scared.
I don't know. He can.
But then
he
he'll
can
never
teleport.
come back
He
again.
can teleport.
Never come
don't
back
forget.
again. He didn't teleport. He
Never
fucking
come back
rode his
again.
bike. What are you talking about?
My headcanon is he teleports.
My headcanon is that he teleports and spawns in bikes everywhere. That's
he's
what I think.
He's an NPC that spawns later in the game.
You
and they don't
motherfuckers-
explain how he got
Jason
there.
watched him from underneath the lake. How he like teleported, and that's how he gets in later movies. That's my headcanon.
He's the next Jason.
That's how he learns how to teleport. But basically, he's like, "Oh, there's a creepy ass motherfucker in these woods. Be careful,
It's
everybody."
me.
It's
I'm
me.
the creepy ass motherfucker.
then
Actually,
he
no,
runs
there's
away.
not a creepy ass motherfucker in these woods because Captain Pornstache is in town right now.
Oh yeah.
He's in town. There's some creepy ass motherfuckers just around all over the place here.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing though is that when they do run into Crazy Ralph, it's when Alice is going into like the food pantry after they're bitching about the cook lady not showing up, and he's just standing in there, and it's like, "Honey, when did we get this Crazy Ralph?" No, it's just,
But-
"Honey, is this Crazy Ralph good? We bought it. How long ago did we buy this Crazy Ralph?"
You know what I'm thinking about? Wait, was he waiting for the chef girl?
I don't think he was.
Because if
waiting
she actually
for
made it there, she would have been
girl.
there first.
I think he just. I
Like-
literally don't even think so.
I
think
don't know.
Crazy
I mean,
Ralph-
he was just trying to be creepy. That was the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he just kind of teleports in, and he's like, "Gabagoo, there the Crystal Lake is haunted.
You'll never come back again.
There's some 2 camp counselors that had sex years ago, and they got fucking murdered. Watch out, kids." And he walks outside, and
Y'all
he
are
gets
going
in,
to die.
Y'all are gonna die. And then he hops on his goofy ass bike, and he doesn't even like ride straight initially. He kind of like wiggles around a little bit, and then he like flies off into the distance.
Yeah, he just gets on his bike and rides.
Yeah, he rides away.
Mm-hmm.
Fat
And then he
bottom
teleports when he's
girls
off
make
screen.
the rugged
And then,
world go round.
He basically, he goes away, and they're like, "Well, that guy was fucking weird." And then they get fucking around again, and then they
Yeah, and then they just
I think
go
the
right
next
back to
scene-
fucking around, and nothing's
Yeah.
really happening.
I mean, the next scene is the snake scene, which this is pretty fucked.
Oh, the
Yeah,
snake
it's
scene.
so sad.
Yeah, Alice-
Yeah.
Alice finds that there's a snake in her cabin, and then she freaks
Yeah.
out, and everyone comes in there, and she's like, "I can't sleep in here. There's a snake in here.
If
Oh
you're
shit,
an animal
oh,
lover,
fuck."
don't watch this scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
no, I
oh,
would just
fuck.
skip this part.
And then
Skip this scene. if
And
you
then
really
I
want
don't
to.
think it's Kevin Bacon. It's the guy that is
No.
Captain Generic White Guy that is so unimportant. To
I'm just gonna assume it's Ned.
He's so
I'm gonna assume it's
unimportant
Ned.
compared to
yeah,
Kevin
well, I'm just
Bacon
gonna pretend
and
like
I'm
it's
just gonna assume
Ned,
it's
so
Ned,
I can
because
just
it-
keep
it's in
on
character
hating.
for
I was
Ned.
just gonna say it's Ned because Ned would do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they killed the snake with a machete, but here's the
Yep.
trick: is it was a real snake. It was
Yep.
not a prop snake, and it's even
Real
sadder
snake.
because
Pet
what had happened was some guy lent them the snake for the movie scene, and it was his pet, and he didn't know that they were gonna kill it, so they just fucking killed his snake.
They
Just
just
killed
killed
his
his
pet
pet
snake, yeah.
snake
What the
on camera.
fuck?
A real snake. They murdered it. It's like, what the fuck?
For 2 minutes, this movie just turns into
Jesus
Cannibal
Christ.
Holocaust.
The thing is, I feel like there's so many ways you could have faked it.
Oh
Dude,
no,
it
and the
can't
worst part
be
is
that
too is
hard
that
to
like
make a
they
fake
linger
snake.
on it too for a few seconds as well.
Well, yeah, because
You
he
see
chops
the,
it
They
twice.
like chop it
Yeah.
multiple times.
It's like, first of all, I
Oh,
feel
the
like
poor
I feel like a
snake.
machete is just a really brutal way of killing a fucking snake.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
And like
oh my
chopping
God.
it multiple times. Like, god
No,
damn.
The only,
You guys-
that's the only part of the movie where I actually felt scared. I was like, oh my god.
yeah, but
I
you
felt
guys,
sick,
do you remember
man.
that one? It's this. I can't remember his name, but it's this fucking YouTube channel of a guy that like showcases different types of mousetraps, and some of them are just the
Oh,
most
God.
brutal shit ever. Like, there's this one that's like a primitive mousetrap, so you're able to like make it in the wild, and it's this.
Yeah, you showed
it's
me
just
this.
it's just a big fucking rock
Yeah,
that's
it's like a catapult.
suspended.
What?
No, it's just a big fucking rock that's like
Oh, no, no, that's
suspended
that one, that's
over
that one.
suspended over the ground with a little stick. And when the stick moves too much, the rock falls and just smashes the mouse. It's the most unga
Oh
bunga
my
caveman
God.
shit ever, dude. It's like the Grug mousetrap.
The Crude's edition.
Oh
But,
fuck.
They basically they kill this poor snake.
They kill the shit out of this snake, and on
Yeah.
that day, and PETA is still upset about it, probably.
Yeah, probably.
The one time I'm on PETA's side about something.
PETA?
Yeah.
Peter,
What they
Holy
do to
fuck,
that
PETA.
snake,
Peter, where'd
PETA?
the snake go? Peter, what happened to the snake?
PETA?
they,
Was that a real snake, PETA?
But then they go fucking off again. They go do their own thing. But this time, okay, they break off into groups. And so Kevin Bacon and his girlfriend, they're like, let's go to
Oh,
our
yeah.
own
She's
private
about to
Kevin,
get that
cabin.
Kevin and
let's
his
get the
Kevin Bacon and his girlfriend are like having like a cute couples moment while Ned is like standing across the little, I guess across the lake. I don't know.
It's like a little bay. Yeah, it's like a little like
Whatever.
shoreline.
And he's just like looking at them, being all sad. And it's like, Ned, there's literally 2 single women at this camp, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And he's literally only following
I mean,
them.
neither
No,
of
he's all
them
sad
would
'cause he
go
knows
for
he wouldn't get with
you.
him.
But why are you perving on Kevin Bacon and his girl?
I mean, I get perfect on Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, but he's not going for Kevin Bacon. He's going for
Yeah, he ain't gay.
He's going for
He ain't got the
he's going for
gays.
them. I'm gonna call her pancakes.
Pancakes.
He's going for pancakes.
Okay.
Breakfast
Okay,
item?
then.
I don't know. Breakfast item?
Breakfast item?
Pancakes.
Shut the
Pancakes?
fuck up.
Breakfast
Pancakes?
item?
Bacon and pancakes.
Devin, just shut up.
Here, go
Alright.
take some NyQuil.
Yeah, you know what? That's all I'm gonna do. I'll be back.
Go take some NyQuil. Don't leave us again! Devin,
Don't
no!
leave us.
I'm still here. I just thought it'd be funny.
Okay.
Yeah, but no,
Anyway.
fuck it, yeah.
Back to the point. They're having a good time in their cabin, just getting it on for a bit.
Oh,
and then-
no, you missed it, because
Not
Ned's...
I missed it.
Ned's
that's
sitting
right,
there
I
on the
missed
side of the lake being all like,
Right,
why
right,
do
right.
good girls like Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, he is. Like, good girls.
But he sees someone
damn it.
going into one of the cabins. There's no kids at this camp yet, by the way. It's not actually
no.
open
Not yet. Thankfully.
That'd be
He also-
awkward.
He also like they're banging, right? And he's on the top bunk. Like
I
he
mean-
sleeps up there.
Devin,
Yeah.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but when Kevin Bacon sees the mysterious person walk... No, it's not Kevin Bacon. When Ned sees the
Ned,
mysterious
yeah.
person walk into the cabin and then he follows him in, you know he fucking dies right there, right? You know he's
Well,
dead.
He's dead. He's dead. But that's the thing is that he's dead, and then there's like they're banging, right? And then the camera slowly pans up.
That's
and
that's
he's on the
Kevin
top bunk.
Bacon. Kevin Bacon
Yeah.
and his girl go in there to fuck it, and Ned's corpse is on the top bunk.
Yeah. Which is
And that also
Yeah,
means
God.
that the murderer was in there the entire time that they were fucking. Now, the question
And
obviously
they were
is,
having a good
if you're
time.
in a room and someone starts to fuck in that room, do you interrupt immediately and go, "Look, dudes, I gotta get out"? Do you wait till they're finished and then go, "Wow, that was awkward"? Or do you wait till you're halfway through and then come out and be like, "Okay, I can't fucking take any more of this shit"?
I feel
Well,
like
I
I
feel
feel
like-
like the best option. I think the best option is leave right away.
yeah. I mean that's what the killer does.
Because if you leave halfway through, you ruin it.
Dude, if you
the
leave at the
end,
beginning,
it's mega
you ruin it.
awkward.
Hey
Well, the thing
guys,
is,
make sure
too-
not to stain my bed sheets. Whoa.
I would leave at
I
the
mean,
beginning. of
you know
it,
what
just-
probably happened, right?
like,
the
no.
killer was like, okay, well,
I don't know, what if you
it's
come in-
Kevin
what if you-
Bacon.
She was seeing.
No,
Kevin
what if you
Bacon.
what if you
Kevin
jump out?
Bacon.
What if you jump out halfway through and you're like, "Tag me in, coach."
Like the killer walks in and is like, holy shit, there's some tremors coming from over there. Let me get out of here. let me be footloose about this and let's get out of here.
Yeah, I can't- so little happens for so much of this movie that we're already
It's so
at this
easy to
fucking
skip
party.
shit.
Yeah.
We're already at the kills.
God, dude, you know what?
No.
Talking about this movie again, I'm liking it less, like I did
I'm
before.
liking it less and less the more we talk about it. I don't know. The thing is that then they go on, they do their fucking thing, and this is the part that honestly I blanked out for the most. So you guys are probably gonna have to fill in the blanks here.
Well, because what happens is they get done fucking.
Yeah,
Kevin,
they fuck.
she's like, I'm gonna go freshen up. So Kevin Bacon lights up a doobie, which he just had on
yep.
hand. And what
He's got the
happens?
doobie-doo.
And then what happens is that he gets stabbed from underneath the bed up through his neck with an arrow in a really
Yep.
cool special effect.
It was
Pretty
really
cool,
cool.
yeah.
I think it's one of the coolest kills I've seen.
And then
in a
his
while.
girlfriend, who went to the bathroom, and look, as a kid who went to scout camp, you could not. I wouldn't walk barefoot in a camp bathroom for all the gold in the Nine
Fuck
Kingdoms,
those
bro.
bathrooms.
No, dude.
Fuck those
Foot
bastards.
fungus is a thing.
Dude, you
Dude, the
would
one
get
bath-
way
the one bathroom
worse
we
than
had when we
foot
went
fungus.
camping
Dude,
was
that I'm
nasty.
just saying, like the minimum would be foot fungus here, but there's
Dude.
so much worse you would get.
Dude, because how a
Uh-huh.
camp bathroom works is it's just a big pit.
Yeah.
It's a big shit pit that sits underneath the building. So it's just fuck it. It smells bad. It's dirty. Look, you walk barefoot on a camp bathroom floor, you get flesh-eating virus.
Yeah, you getting like
you get
getting that
COVID
special shit.
30.
You getting COVID-1 because that was a thing at that time. Maybe.
COVID.
COVID-1 because of the first one. The first one. It's in the past, remember?
Is that how they're numbered?
I don't fucking know. Maybe. I mean, they had to get to 19 somehow, right?
COVID minus
There's a
1.
19
the
one
prequel.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she goes into the fucking bathroom barefoot, and the killer does her a mercy because she would die of a horrible disease by going barefoot in there anyway. She gets domed in the head with an axe.
Yeah, she just fucking dies.
Yeah, she gets hit in the face with an axe.
Yep.
Someone's fucking Tokyo drifting outside.
Hey, Niall, go check it out. We'll talk about something.
Go tell us. Go tell us what kind of car there is.
I can hear, it's a little scary because it's at night. I can hear just some, like a car and the tires.
Yo, you know what we should watch, guys?
Dude,
Watch Fast
no.
and Furious, because that has Vin Diesel, and that's scary.
No, guys, here's a story. Here's a story that you guys can keep in the podcast.
Yeah, we'll keep this one in.
Fucking shit. Sorry.
Fucking shit and balls,
remembering. I'm accessing my memory databanks.
He's loading.
A few nights ago,
Microsoft like loading.
last week sometime at like fucking 4 a.m. in the morning or some shit like that. There was like
Right.
20 cop cars and a bunch of ambulances like right outside my house. I didn't wake up for this, by the way. It was other people who woke up for this. And what happened was Akai had been driving so fast on our road that he swerved a little bit to like miss something. He flipped his car twice and skidded up onto someone's lawn and busted their like wrought iron stair rails.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my
And
god.
the gutters,
Also, I'm becoming
the
Markiplier
gutters
by
on
the
my
second.
road,
Oh, no.
the gutters on my road are like fucking like a foot tall. So he jumped it, dude. I did not wake up even 1% to the sound of a car who, judging by where he ended, he literally had to start flipping directly in front of my fucking house. I did not.
Oh my god.
I did not wake up to that shit at all.
You were a one sound sleeper.
And
You
the
were just-
people-
Michael
the
Bay's
people who
happening
did
outside your
wake up-
fucking window. And
The
you're
people
just
who
like,
did wake up woke up because of the flashing lights from the siren. From
yeah,
the, from the
I
ambulance
fucking
and shit.
bet, yeah. Holy shit.
It's like, dude, am I
God
just
damn.
deaf? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, there
I
was a
like
story
how
time.
bored we were of like the beginning part of this that we just moved on.
No,
telling our own
literally.
stories.
Yeah, look, guy, people listen to this podcast. I'm not joking in the slightest. The last 20 minutes of this movie are the only good part, other than the special effects.
No, yeah, this shit was
Like-
boring as fuck.
Like everything else, fucking sucks.
yeah,
Especially Ned. I'm glad he died.
Thank God he died.
He died off screen too. Like we only see the corpse as well. He
Yeah, we
follows the person
see-
in, and then he's dead. That's
He's
it.
just dead. Or maybe he wasn't dead when they started having sex, but he was so awkward that he didn't want to interrupt them that he just slit his own throat while he was
Yeah.
there.
He's like, oh shit.
No, that's not Ned. Ned would still be like, hey, can I get in on this?
Ned would
Did I
fall
do
off the
that?
bed, and then he would be like, oh, hi, sorry, I'm just dropping in here. Can I hop in?
Just dropping in on that.
Where we
puss.
dropping?
Hey, where are we
boys?
dropping, boys?
Say that.
Drop.
Don't forget to thank your bus driver on the way out.
I'm dropping all the kids off my battle bus on her.
We dropping at Crystal Lake, boys. Let's go.
Jesus, we're horrible.
Then we're stopping
I'm a
at
bad
Tomato Town on
person.
the way back
I'm
in,
a bad
boys.
person. Yeah.
But-
Anyway,
But this shit, okay, listen, this shit just is
Dude, like,
ass cheeks. Okay?
the one
We're just-
of
yeah.
the one other thing that's like almost worth talking about at all is the three people who are still alive, which
Yeah.
is the
I don't even fucking remember their names. Fucking Lucy Skywalker's there. That's all we know.
Lucy Skywalker,
And then the other
the
two.
unclaimed woman, and the dude.
Good
Yeah.
way to
yeah.
put it.
She's like, I want to play Monopoly. I hate Monopoly, which is the right opinion, by the way. Monopoly.
I could have sworn this was
fucking
during.
Sucks.
It happens during, but we just kind of
You
ignored
know, the
it.
strip Monopoly
I-
happens during.
They
Yeah, 'cause
strip
strip-
Monopoly.
Hey,
They
the
strip
one,
it.
we said this already when watching, but the one thing we discovered, strip Monopoly is better than regular Monopoly for one key reason. Because money is closed, the game ends real fucking quick.
Yeah, instead of ending in, like, 12 hours, the max is, like
30
1 or
minutes.
2. Come on.
Yeah.
Couple minutes.
I would say 30 minutes, man. Like,
Also, I think it's funny because I do remember this part is it shows them like playing strip Monopoly or whatever, and the one girl rolls the dice and she's like, double sixes, I gotta go again, and she rolled a 3. She rolled 2 dice and it was a 2 and a 1.
They were totally
and she's like,
cheating.
Double
like,
sixes.
The dice were
and it's
so
like
different.
sixes.
And it's like, homie, was the double sixes so important to the script that you couldn't just be like, oh, I got a 3?
Also,
know, right? It's not that
would
important.
it be so hard to have moved the camera just up?
Oh yeah,
slightly?
or like not let us see the dice. There's that
Or
too.
do a close-up.
Yeah,
do a
exactly.
close-up of it rolling up onto the double sixes.
Devin,
Like,
do you think
just
they had
something.
enough budget for that? This movie was made for a fistful of Monopoly money.
That's
why they had to do strip
use
Monopoly.
close. That's why they use close. They literally stole the Monopoly
They took all
money
the
for this movie.
Monopoly money out of the Monopoly box to pay for this
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, but I think it's also
Can't
funny
even
because
get the clothes back.
Because one of the
you
things
get
that
it back.
one of the things in fucking strip Monopoly is that she's like, I want. A guy lands on like one of her the guy lands on one of Alice's territories, and he's like, I want 1 boot. And it's like, you gotta ask which clothes you want. What if I asked, like, the first time someone lands on my territory, what if I ask for their underwear? So they have to take their pants off, take their underwear off, and then put their pants back on. Like, is that, like, the most chaotic, evil way to play strip Monopoly?
I feel like
Or-
it
so
is. You know what? We'll find out next time
We
we
gotta-
meet up, but it'll be good. All
We
right.
gotta try that.
Yeah, let's just, 2 straight
gonna be
guys
the
and a
only one having a
bisexual
good
dude
time.
playing strip Monopoly.
Yeah, 2
We'll
straight
find out
guys and a
how it goes.
bisexual guy. Only one guy's having fun.
Only
with
one
that.
guy's having fun. The other 2?
Only one
I
guy's
don't know.
enjoying himself. The other 2 are not vibing.
Listen, boys, I might be a little homosexual, but that's it. All
I don't know,
right.
we can pull in someone off the street. You guys know women, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the only one dating one.
Yeah, I'm dating one. I don't know anything about their personalities. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know about women.
I don't know, women. What the?
You can hear a gunshot before the end of this recording.
I think.
I see
Admittedly,
Catherine
I
like
think
walking behind you every now and
Admittedly,
then.
admittedly, at this point, I think you 2 are my only male friends.
No way,
To be
dude.
completely honest.
That's fucking nuts. Okay.
Not a lot of dudes at art school.
You'd be. I mean, it's all gay dudes.
Hey, there
So,
we
like,
go.
But no, like at this point, you're like my only male friends.
That's nuts, actually.
At
What?
this point, you guys are practically my only friends, so...
W boys, W.
Oh.
W, chat. W.
W.
Woo!
Basically,
Dude, can we just skip to the part where they all die? Like, shit.
Fucking hell. Let's get
It's just.
Let's
It,
get- I'm
it
gonna
really
crack through
is
this. I'm
just each one going
like,
down
you,
the list.
listen,
dying.
The fuck-
this movie is so bad.
Before they
that
finish-
literally we're getting bored of talking about it.
Before they finish
We're
playing
going
strip
through
Monopoly... No, I got
conversations.
this. I'm gonna speedrun, like, the next, like, 2,
Yeah,
right?
go ham. Go.
Before they...
Go for it.
Eminem
Before they
rap god,
finish...
go.
Before they finish playing strip Monopoly, the fucking door to the cabin blows open, and then the girl is like, oh shit, I left my windows open in my cabin, and she runs out into the rain with a raincoat and nothing else on, carrying her clothes, bare feet, like you couldn't put the shoes on. Dumbass. And then it just kind of slows down again for a minute because it shows her, like, sitting in her cabin writing something. And the POV camera kills me in this movie because it's like you're
Oh, yeah,
standing
yeah.
in the open 2 feet away from them.
It's
You're
really
not hiding
obvious.
behind shit.
And the
Whatever.
reveal at the end makes it even funnier too, because she's not even like camouflaged or anything. She's just like,
Yeah.
I feel like I can spoil it, right? Just a fucking Karen, like literal Karen, is sneaking around with a fucking knife.
It's
like-
Pamela
Wearing bright
Voorhees.
clothes and
Bright
all.
She's
clothes,
wearing
everything.
she's wearing like a gray sweater, but it's still not.
I guess, but she's still.
You know what? If you think about it, this movie is just about a Karen searching for the manager, and the manager is in town the whole time with the cop.
Oh
So-
yeah, but fucking so
That's why she's killing everyone.
That's why
so
she's killing
she
everyone.
lures the one girl who's not Lucy Skywalker, not Alice, out of her cabin and by
Yeah.
like pretending to be like a little kid saying "help me." Now, first of all, my ass is not leaving my cabin if I hear a little kid going "help me,
Nope,
help
locking
me."
the
Like,
doors,
sorry,
locking the doors.
sorry, little guy. Too
You're
bad.
fucked.
Sounds like not my fucking problem, really. Yeah, she
Especially
like
when there's no kids supposed to be there either.
oh,
Like,
especially.
yeah.
Especially. But dude, she like lures her to the archery course and then turns the lights on, and then we hear her scream. We don't know what happened to her. Her body shows up later, and she's just like tied up in ropes and has some blood on her.
Yeah, it's not really well done for that part.
I'm not exactly quite sure what happened to her, but
Yeah, she's kind of just there to die, so the other characters are like, holy shit, everyone's been dying this whole movie? Which, by the way, no one has discovered another body at this point in the movie. Everyone's just been dying on their own. The killer's been very effective, basically just like silently killing everyone one by one. But
hell yeah, dude.
you know,
Getting that.
you get down to the last two, you kind of feel like, you know, they would start figuring it out. And I think the guy doesn't even figure it out, right?
Oh, no, because now, at this point, we're down to Alice
Final girl.
and the one fucking guy that no one
Yeah.
remembers a single detail about.
Yep.
And they just, like, kind of fuck around for a while. Like, they have to go, like, turn on the generator, and then they, like, sit inside.
Yeah,
and
they
then she
play Dead
falls
by
as-
Daylight for a bit.
They break into the main office because they don't have a key, so Alice breaks in with a fucking 2x4. But
Yeah.
the phone line is cut, and then she just goes and fucking takes a nap on the couch. It's like, okay, what's with
Oh yeah,
that?
that's also something. Like, she just takes a nap, and then the guy goes off to go like find obviously the girl that went away a little while ago.
It's either to do that or no, he goes to fuck with the generator.
Well, not only that, he finds her, right? I think that's what happens.
No, he dies off screen because he goes to the generator room to fuck with the generator.
You're right.
And then
Oh,
we cut
shit.
to Alice waking back up, and I can't remember what's the order of this. I think she makes coffee for like
Yes.
a 10-minute fucking scene.
She makes coffee with the roper.
The roper.
She uses the best damn name for something I've ever seen. The roper.
The
roper.
And she uses the rope, and that roper, man, it goes wrong with all the
She
rope
bought that,
situations.
She bought that shit from Crazy Dave, guys.
No wonder it's called the roper.
Yeah, but she like makes coffee forever, and then the lights go out again or something. So she's like, I guess I have to go fuck with the generator. And that's when she discovers the fucking guy's body because he got pinned to the door with arrows. And then the funniest fucking freak out scene in history happens. Because she freaks out because obviously she found a dead body, right? And then she runs back into the cabin. She throws a rope around one of the rafters and ties it to the door handle because it opens outward. And then she piles a bunch of shit in front of the door, which wouldn't do anything because it opens outward.
Well, no, that's the thing. Either way, one thing's wrong, because either the door opens inward and the rope is useless, or the door opens outward and the stuff piling is useless.
Oh my god, yeah. And the worst part is, too, it's drawn out. It's fucking cartoony Scooby-Doo
She does
without
it.
the speed up.
You get to see every detail of Alice tying the door shut and then piling shit in front of the door.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to say, like, concurrently to all of this is we figure out what happened to Steve, to Captain Pornstache, because it was raining, like, this whole time.
Yeah.
He was down in a diner in town for 8 hours, I guess, because fuck the kids. And then he starts going home. Back to the fucking thing. He crashes his Jeep where, like, it stalls or something, and then the police officer picks him up. And then the police officer... There's just so many extraneous, teeny little scenes in here because they couldn't fill up the fucking movie with shit
there's a lot
that
of
mattered.
scenes.
There's just...
Like, why is it he's in the Jeep going home, and then something happens, and the next scene, the Jeep's fucking crashed.
The Jeep is
Like,
parked on the
get
side of the
the
road.
crash.
now where it's like, why? How did this spawn so much from it? But I mean, the ending is
I
the
can see
ending
how it
literally
led to the
pulls it all
good
together.
ones.
The last 20 minutes is actually what makes it good.
Because then you get Steve in the cop car getting driven to Crystal Lake, and then you have Steve walking back up to Crystal Lake and getting stabbed off screen.
Yep,
and
off
then
screen again.
I think part of Alice, she was about to run away and not into the cabin, but Steve's dead body conveniently flops down from like a tree or something.
Yeah. She like he falls down and like meat slaps the floor.
No, he's hanging upside down. He just hangs upside down.
Oh no, you're right. He hits the tree.
I don't fucking know how she like engineered such a perfect happenstance.
She's also
but, you
like
know,
how old?
Mrs. Pamela Voorhees.
Yeah, like
I would
she's-
guess that she's in her 50s. movies. Maybe
I was gonna say a 50-year-old Karen white woman climbed a tree that fast to tie him up there.
she
for
like
that scare.
hulked out. She like hulked
Yeah.
out because
Yeah,
she
man,
found
that
the
was
manager. She
I guess
finally
she's a
got to
witch,
talk
right?
to the manager.
Isn't that implied in the later movies?
In part 9, it's implied that she uses the Necronomicon, but part 9 sucks. So you know.
So yeah,
So-
maybe she's like got supernatural.
This
powers.
movie,
We'll just
this
assume
movie is a
something.
little boring. Part
Yeah.
9 fucking blows. How's that?
No, yeah.
That's the review for that movie.
when we eventually
We don't even need to do an
get
episode.
there, it'll just be a whole hour and a half of me malding. That's what that episode will be.
Yeah, we're just gonna be silent. It's just gonna be his fucking audio.
Turn
like, going
Seth
up
Foley
and
into
down,
Wishmaster.
Yeah.
Just the sound of me punching 37 holes in my drywall.
But yeah. So then she's like, "Oh my god, he's dead."
Oh, yeah.
And then
So
she goes back in and
finally,
does that again.
finally someone shows up. Someone drives up in a Jeep, and she thinks that it's Steve, Alice.
Yeah.
So she undoes all of her
All the shit.
orientation that we just watched her spend 10 fucking minutes putting together. And it's a 50-year-old white woman named Pamela Voorhees, which we've talked about a couple
Yes.
times. But, like, the movie came from 1980, and it's a very well-known
You've
fact.
had plenty of time to not.
Yeah, if
Like-
you didn't know at this point, what the fuck are you doing
Like, you, even if you watched something like the fucking Death Battle episode with fucking Jason in it, you know this shit, alright? Like,
here? I feel like any content with Jason, they bring up that she's in the first movie, right?
probably.
It's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's kind of weird. That's
I
the
mean,
first
like I
movie, but
said-
the whole first movie is a fun fact at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's probably where it deserves to be. The whole first movie's a fun fact. Let's keep it there.
It's a fun fact. Like, hey, fun fact, this is the original killer.
Maybe we should have watched the second one first, but
Yeah, maybe we should have skipped this one. But, you know, too late.
too late. Whoopsie!
It's too late.
Here's a whole episode on that, motherfuckers. Enjoy. But
Have a whole episode of us trying our darndest to keep focused on this movie and then, like, just ADHDing off because it's gonna put our asses to sleep.
But yeah, then she's like, it's
Me, Jason Voorhees. Or
It's
Pamela
me.
Voorhees.
I'm Pamela Voorhees. Did you know that a boy drowned here in the 50s? And then she just trauma dumps.
Yeah, she trauma dumps in general. You know, she just.
Can I also
drops it
just
there.
say,
Trauma
as much
dump.
as the last 20 minutes are good, she also suddenly becomes way worse at killing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, every other
Yeah.
person she
Because
killed him
suddenly
in
she's
5
screaming
seconds.
and like way more obvious and stuff. Where it's like, what happened to her being so sneaky and clever about her kills?
Yeah,
Well,
she sucks dick in
Niall-
that part.
Lucy Skywalker has the Force.
True.
No, she's got the plot on her because she's the one. She's the chosen
She's
one.
the chosen one. She had her
Yeah.
metachlorians are
You
off
were
the
my
scale.
brother, Anakin.
Yeah, but
I loved
basically,
you.
the last 20 minutes of this movie are like a fucking Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, she runs.
Yeah.
Doesn't she barricade the door again with the furniture?
Yes! She goes for it again.
Yeah.
She does.
She tries to throwing shit at her. At one point, she tries to get a gun from the office, but the ammo is all locked up. So she ends up just clam slamming the fuck out of Pamela Voorhees. She hits her with a good old fashioned cunt punt and runs away. And then she hides in the fucking food pantry. But Pamela Voorhees fucking finds her and starts slashing through with a machete. She's using a machete.
She's using the machete.
Ooh. And then
Fun,
she just
fun,
gets
fun.
fucking absolutely bodied by Alice in her frying pan.
Yep.
Which
That's
I mean,
right.
it was a cast
With fucking
iron.
Rapunzel on her
It was a
ass.
cast iron like frying pan that was probably
Makes
from
sense.
It gave her a.
1947.
You can see it gave her a black eye.
Yeah, it
when
gave
she's,
her a
like,
black
yeah,
eye,
knocked out.
and she's like
Whacked
bleeding
her in
from
the
her
face.
and she's like
Goddamn.
bleeding from her head. Yeah, she
Yeah,
fucked
she's
her
pretty
up.
fucked up at that point.
And then
What a hit.
and then Alice just like goes outside and just like sits down in front of the lake. It's like, really? That's
That's it.
your game plan? You're just gonna sit
Yeah.
I
here?
love that she just sit by the lake all like.
I mean, it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
even. The frying pan didn't even work because Pamela Voorhees comes back again for one last fight where they're like hitting each other, blah blah blah, smackety
Yeah.
smack. And it basically this whole fight, which includes Pamela Voorhees sitting on Alice's back and slamming her head into the ground, which was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
funny.
she does.
Yeah, that's right.
It ends with Alice fucking decapitating her.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
picks up the machete which she dropped earlier in the fight and just like one shots
Just
her
fucking
ass.
slams that shit, slicing her head clean off. It's a pretty satisfying kill. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good special effect. And then
Yeah.
and then Alice is like, I learned my lesson this time. And then she gets into a canoe and then just floats off in the lake, and there's like happy music playing, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, she made it out, and the police show up, and they're like, hey,
In the
we need
morning,
to talk
don't forget,
to you.
she stayed in that boat.
Oh yeah,
all
she
night,
stayed in there
in
all
the
night.
rain.
But dude, I think the funniest thing is the police are like, hey, we need to talk to you. It's supposed to be a happy thing. It's like, homie,
Oh, yeah.
she's the only survivor at a camp where there's like 5 fucking dead bodies.
Yeah. Like,
She's
yeah, I wonder.
absolutely going to jail.
Yeah, like she's
Yeah.
not getting out of that. And
I mean,
then-
I'm sure
The
that
only reason,
eventually.
I think the only reason she didn't is because Shit Baby shows up and
Yeah,
tries to
Shit
drown
Shit
her.
baby Jason Voorhees flies out of the
Shit
lake
baby
and pulls
Voorhees.
her in.
Yeah, swamp baby Jason Voorhees does one last jump scare where he grabs her and pulls her in, and then she wakes up in a hospital and she's like, "Oh my God, did you find the boy in the lake?" And there's like, "There's no
Yeah, I
boy."
love that
in
that's the
lake.
first thing she says. That
no
doesn't make you
boy.
look suspicious at all.
I would ask about that too. It's like, "Hey, did you see fucking Swamp Thing back
No,
there?"
it's true, but I feel like in something like that to the police, the first thing you fucking say is the one day.
Well, no,
like,
she asked
what the
she
fuck?
asked if everyone's dead, particularly.
Did I
She
get
asked
him
if
all?
Everyone's dead. And then they're like, yeah, everyone's dead. And she's like, what about the boy from the lake? And then they're like, who?
They're like, what boy?
Who? And
That means she's still out
and she's
there.
like, oh, the guy
means
who
he's
pulled
still
me
out
in.
there.
And they're like, I don't fucking know. Not our problem.
Well,
You're
fucking
going to
what,
jail,
delusional?
actually.
It's like you're gonna be in custody until like we get our 80s
guilty until proven
resources
innocent.
Yeah.
together, bro. Like, I mean, I'm guessing it probably wouldn't be too hard to prove that she wasn't the murderer, but she'd absolutely be arrested at first. There's no fucking way.
Oh, yeah.
I also feel like she would
That's
get
the part
some.
they don't show you.
She would get some criminal charges for killing Voorhees. I feel
No,
like
that's
initially-
self-defense.
It's self-defense.
Self-defense.
But you,
Self-defense.
But you know what I mean, right?
If
they were
a
gonna
crazy white guy's allowed to shoot a black person at self-defense,
I
you
feel like
can chop
initially
that
they would
woman's
be-
head off and
yeah.
it's fine.
yeah, that's true. I feel like initially they would be like, okay, maybe we shouldn't let her go because she did kill Voorhees, and then then they
I mean,
can
what are they
find out
gonna
what
do?
actually
Manslaughter?
happened. Yeah, I don't know, but then that's it. That's the movie.
That's the movie.
That's the
That's
movie.
the movie.
The
Goddamn,
movie's basically a
that
pilot
fucking-
episode.
Honestly,
I
talking through
had
it,
a
this movie
lot of
sucks.
fun. I had a lot of fun watching
I
it.
still like it
last.
fine.
Like I said, I had a lot of fun watching it last, but once we started like trying to talk about it and we realized that it was literally like an hour 10
Yeah.
of filler
I
and
know.
then like 20
I will
minutes
say,
of
like,
good
I think It's funny
content.
how we went into this. We went there, was all like, "Oh yeah, this movie's alright." By the end, we're like, "Oh, this movie fucking
The poor
sucks."
listeners, dude. The poor listeners are gonna be so tired by the end of it. Like I feel tired.
This is gonna be a short episode.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
gonna
be
see.
a
Wait,
short
I'm gonna
one.
see. I'm gonna see if fucking Rotten Tomatoes has their little dumbass ranking of all the Friday the 13th.
I feel like this one's probably towards the bottom.
I do think it's funny that that's the second one has the only good part of this one.
Well, I gotta be real with you. The only good part of this movie is Kevin Bacon.
What the fuck?
And Crazy
Bacon.
Dave. Crazy
What?
Dave's there too.
What, Seth? What is it?
This is number 1.
Whoa!
What?
No way.
What?
I love Part
Really?
6. Part 6 is so much better
Dude,
than
part
this.
6 is 50% on this godforsaken website.
What?
That is insane.
How?
Are you kidding me?
Rotten Tomatoes is the worst website ever, dude. It's always wrong. Freddy
It's
vs.
always
Jason, Part 7, Part 2, That's the reboot. Jason X,
Oh no, dude.
the final chapter, A New Beginning. I
Final
can't.
Chapter is not that bad. Final Chapter is pretty good.
Final chapter is one of the better ones.
Yeah, Final Chapter. The only bad part about Final Chapter is the ending.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Because
they kind of undo the ending, but
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
what I'm saying. They undo the ending, so the ending is not good. But,
I'm glad to see that Jason Goes to Hell is number 9, but I don't
Yeah.
know why Part 3 is number 12.
Wait, that's so weird because Part 3 is his debut with the hockey mask.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind
part
of
three's the
a
most iconic.
it's kind
in
of
that
a
way.
fucking stupid movie because of the 3D, but it's definitely not the worst one.
I mean, we'll get
I also,
there.
I
right?
also
Definitely not the worst
the
one.
one thing the first movie has that everyone remembers is the
Oh, that's actually in this movie. I forgot. Yeah, the mom does it.
this is
Yeah.
the movie, which is kind of cool seeing
Yeah.
the movie to do it. Like this is the one to do it, and that's really badass.
Yeah, that was super neat. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Ooh, wait, let's see what
it worked
sci-fi.
well in the movie. I liked it.
Let's see what sci-fi says. Oh yeah, dude, these guys know what's up. Jason Goes to Hell is the bottom on
Makes
sci-fi.
sense. What's the next one? Let's go. With that.
Jason Takes Manhattan, which
Okay, makes
that's
sense.
also kind of a shit
Valid.
movie. There's no fucking way you put Part 7 at number 10. What
Part
the fuck?
7's which one?
Part 7's the one where he fights the psychic girl.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
that one's not that bad. It's not
It's
good either, but
pretty
I'd put it in the
good.
middle.
I would put it above a lot of them, actually.
I would put it at 5.
Part 5 is at number 9, which makes sense. Part
Yeah.
5 is... Oof, that's one that we can talk about forever.
Yeah, that one's good.
Jason X is number 8. 'cause it's just
You know
such
what
a
I
dumb
wonder
fucking
going into
movie.
this series is what movie's gonna be the two-parter.
Oh, I feel like, okay, you know what
like
we could
which
do?
movie?
I feel
What?
like we could throw part 2 and part 3 into one episode. Because part 2, we can skip the first, like, half of the movie.
we could skip the fucking prologue, the first
We
15,
can skip
20 minutes.
all of that, yeah, and then we could watch the movie and then do part 3 after that.
Oh shit. Freddy vs. Jason is number 7 on Sci-Fi. Part
Freddy vs.
3 is
Jason will be a
number
fun one. 'Cause
6.
we're going to do Nightmare on Elm Street, obviously, at some point. And so that's going to be a good one. Which is also weird, because I feel like Nightmare on Elm Street is the opposite of the Friday the 13th, where the first movie was really good for Nightmare on Elm Street, and it kind of petered out over time.
I
And
would
then
say
Friday
that the
13th
first...
kind of got better as time went
I
on.
would say that the first and the
Which is very
third
rare to
Nightmare
see.
on
Yeah.
Elm Street are really good, and then the
Yeah.
other ones are just kind
They're
of
bad.
shit.
Yeah.
But with Friday
It's
the
just-
13th, it gets better and better, and then there's number 5, which is just like a what the fuck happened, and then 6 is the best one, and then it kind of goes back down.
So it kind of just goes up, down, up
It's a
again,
bumpy
and then
ride.
just keeps
It's a
going
bumpy
down.
ride, but it's
Yeah,
a,
they
it's
have
a good
the-
ride.
Yeah, they have the original as number 4. Let me guess.
This
Yeah,
one's good.
there we go. Part 6, Jason Lives is number 1. That's
Yeah.
fucking right.
Yeah.
We will talk
That's
about
this
that when
episode
we
is
get
us
there.
praising the other movies.
I know.
One of my
Which,
all-time
I can't give this movie
favorites.
too much shit because it was the groundworks for all the good ones.
It's basically
It
just
really
a
feels like a
rip-off of
pilot
Halloween. It's
Yeah,
just a
it is.
It's the
Halloween
origin.
rip-off.
yeah.
It's the origin story one. It's the one like just getting the gist of everything.
That's the thing too. Okay, I feel like we're at the point now where we can kind of get into it. Do you think we should talk about the review first or the lawsuit?
I don't want to talk about the lawsuit.
Yeah, you know what?
But there might be viewers who don't know.
Basically,
Oh, yeah,
I'll give you a quick
here.
summary. Yeah, give the quick summary. Go
Here,
ahead.
viewers.
Yeah, we'll just kind of
the
give the
guy,
overview.
the guy that wrote this movie, wanted to be able to take like full credit for it or whatever.
Yeah.
But the other guy who, like, there's two people. The other guy who was involved with this movie and all the other ones were like, homie, you didn't do shit for this series except for this fucking worst one.
Yeah.
And then long story short, Jason has been locked in fucking lawsuit hell for like 5 or 6 fucking years at this
Yeah.
That's
point.
why there hasn't been a movie or
That's why the
anything.
game stopped updating. That's why there hasn't been any reboots or anything.
It's depressing. It's just
Yeah.
the guy thinks he
He's
created
just being
Jason.
bitter at this point.
I don't give a shit who wins. I just want more Jason. Holy God.
Yeah. The guy's just being bitter, man. Like, he's just ruining it for everyone.
I
No,
can't-
He's being a bitch.
I can't say for sure because I don't know. Like, maybe he has a point, but like, shit, dude, why the fuck did you
guess
have to
kind
ruin
of.
it for
Well,
everyone?
Isn't
Yeah.
the point
It's like-
is that like
It's the kind of...
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I'll let you
Sorry.
go after. I'm sorry. It's the kind of thing where I feel like even if you're right, you're just being an asshole at this point.
That's the thing though. Is that
Like
I don't.
at some point, swallow your fucking pride.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that like it makes sense. He's like, okay, I created Jason as a character, but the problem is that Jason with the hockey mask, Jason after this movie is not the character that's in this movie at all. Mm-hmm. The Jason
He
that's in this
doesn't-
movie is a shit baby from the swamp.
He's a shit baby.
The Jason
Jason-
from here onward
That's the
is-
greatest phrase.
Yeah, like
ever.
Jason from here onwards is a hulking guy with a machete and a hockey mask for most of the movies, not the part 2. But
Jason doesn't put the hockey mask on until part 3. Funny enough, he
Yeah.
actually steals the hockey mask in part 3 from an incel. So I guess incels are just a thing in these
They're
movies.
a recurrent theme in this thing. Because part 2, I've seen part 2 before. Part 2 is not that bad. Part 2 is pretty decent.
I think part 2 is way better. It has way better characters.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I mean, it has fucking Jason for starters as well.
You're not even just counting Jason. Literally, like, the characters that you follow around are way more interesting, and the
Yeah.
acting is better, and they're more entertaining. Oh my god.
Doesn't it also... this is spoilers because we're going to get there. Doesn't it have the harpoon kill?
No, that's 3.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Can you believe that these motherfuckers got mad at me for saying that a harpoon gun and a bow and arrow are like the same thing?
They
No,
are
I said
not
that
the
too.
same
I said
fucking
that too.
thing.
I said that too. It wasn't me.
I will fight you to the death with
They
this.
do
They are
the
not
same
the same
They are
thing.
basically the same.
They are not the same
They
thing.
It's a
launch
handheld ballista
a-
gun.
One does it automatically and is for underwater. The other requires more manpower and is for fucking land.
Okay, but what
they
does
are
it
not
do?
the same.
What does it do, Niall? What does it do?
Shut the fuck up.
That's
They don't even
what
shoot the
I
same- They don't even
thought.
shoot the same type of arrow. One shoots a poon.
Okay,
One shoots a
okay,
giant
hold on.
steel bar.
No.
The other shoots a thing with a piece of metal at the
The
end.
only argument I could see is that a harpoon is more like a crossbow, which makes sense, but a crossbow is
that
just a
one I'll
bow and
give you.
arrow with mechanisms. So
that I will give you. That
One
it's like
shoots-
a crossbow.
One
It's not
shoots
like
a pointy
fucking bow and
stick,
arrow.
and the other one shoots a pointy stick. I rest
You'll,
my case.
you'll see
Yes,
when
you
we
won.
put this on YouTube. They're gonna back me up in the comments,
comments
motherfuckers.
decide who's right now. And while
They're
you're
gonna
at
back
it, while
me
you're
up.
at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, guys, don't forget.
Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification
I think-
bell.
I think on Spotify there's a setting for like letting people like ask questions or some shit, whatever.
We're just gonna we're just gonna make a Q&A all about the difference between a harpoon gun and a bow and arrow.
If you agree with me, send it in, and if you don't agree with me, shut the fuck up. No one wants to do that.
Yeah,
Keep
no
your
one wants
fucking
to
oh,
self.
you asshole.
But
Oh,
but yeah,
fuck,
I feel
dude.
like we're at the point now where we can just kind of say what our review is, and I'll go first
Yeah,
because
what's
I
the
have a pretty
rating?
good number in my head. Mm-hmm. I'll give this movie
Okay.
a 2 out of 5.
Ouch.
And the only reason I give it a 2
Fair,
out of
but
5
ouch.
is because, as we've been talking about this whole time, last 20 minutes is the only good part, and even the last 20 minutes isn't that great. So there's that. Even though the legacy that this movie spawned is like really good, and like a lot of movies pull from this, it's not the best Friday the 13th by a landslide. And I've seen the other Friday the 13th. I've seen this one, and this is the one I remember the least about.
I sure as fuck haven't.
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
What about you, Seth?
Yeah, what about you?
Honestly, 2 out of 5 sounds about right.
Yeah.
There's a big like thought, like common opinion that people have where it's like, oh, the first one is the best, and then they all go downhill after that, and then I think they like
This is an
fucking
exception.
they
of that
fucking
stuff.
gaslight themselves into thinking that this is a good movie because it was the first
It's
one. Like,
not,
dude,
dude.
just admit that the ones that came after it were better. Oh my god.
It's not that hard. Literally,
I'm one of those
sequels are
people-
meant
I'm
to
one
be
of those people
better.
with a lot of.
I'm
one of
not
those people with a lot of
trying
things
to
that goes
rob
like-
you. I am trying to help you.
I'm definitely one of those people who, with a lot of things, tends to be like, the first is the best, but I can't with this one.
Well, a
I
lot of
just
the
can't.
times the
It
first
got
is the
better over
best, but
time.
it just is not in this case. How do you
Yeah,
it's
rate
just
it?
like a lot of times
obvious.
that is the case. This is an exception where it
There's
only got
plenty-
better after the
That's not
first
true.
movie.
Okay, well, hold on. We gotta
Dude,
hold back because
there's-
Jason Goes to Hell is way worse than this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, but,
I mean,
like,
also
it got
throw
better.
The shit ones in there, but
Dude, there's plenty of movies and series that get better after the first one. You know,
Yeah.
VHS 94
Yep.
is the best one, and it was like the
VHS
fourth one to come
94.
out. See?
Yep.
Look at that.
And we're gonna see the new one pretty soon as well, so that's
I'm
exciting.
It
so
came
hyped
out
for that.
today. It
Today.
came out today, but I am refraining watching it until we can watch together.
I agree. We'll do that. Then we'll record. But,
Hell yeah.
all right, my rating.
Yeah, I was gonna say now. I'll get into
Yeah,
that.
2 out of 5 sounds about.
I know
right.
you were
We
shocked.
have
when I
an
said that.
average score of.
I was, but the more I
Dude, no.
think about it,
If you
We gave
talk to
Wishmaster
us,
a 3 out of 5. Think about
if
it.
you talk to us at the beginning of the podcast, we'd be like, "What the fuck do you mean a 2 out of 5?"
yeah, I know. This is a movie where, like, when you first watch it, especially with friends, it's like that was great, and then you think about it for more than 2 seconds,
Yeah,
and you're
like,
like,
fuck.
wait a minute,
And then you try
all the
talking
cracks
about
start
it, and it's
showing.
We
like-
sat on this movie for 2 days. We had plenty of time to think it was shit, but we all were riding on the high that it was good. for
we
like
were,
2
yeah,
days.
we were like really riding on the fact that we thought it was good.
Yeah, I
We
don't know
literally-
what the fuck I
Kind of
was smoking.
sad now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We literally schizo posted into thinking it was a better movie.
Yeah, we really wanted to believe it's good.
I literally went
Just
into this,
fucking-
I was like, this is gonna be a great movie to talk about. We have fucking Kevin Bacon. No, that shit was. I feel like we slogged right as soon as we got to the boring part. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
after like literally right after we stopped talking about like the beginning scene, we were like, "Oh shit!" And then nothing fucking happens for the next 45 minutes.
The only reason we liked watching it is because we were all talking the whole time.
We were not just talking the whole time. We were making fun of like the Kevin Bacon parts as well.
Yeah, we were just making Kevin Bacon jokes to say how we want that Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, we were just talking about like, "Ooh, she's getting Kevin's bacon tonight, baby."
Yeah. It was just that and hating on Ned. That's
And then
all it
and then there's
was.
the one part of the movie where Kevin Bacon is talking to his girl, and his girl was like, "I had this nightmare about this storm, blah blah blah," and we were like, "Yeah," and we were all this, and then we talked over her, and we were like, "I had this nightmare that you went to this town where you weren't allowed to dance."
Where the church band dancing. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I had this nightmare where you were a cowboy and you had to fight this big fucking worm. Is it weird that I only
Those are
know
his
3
movies.
Kevin Bacon movies?
Dude,
I know.
I had a
Friday
dream
the
last night that you
13th,
murdered a fucking snake.
Footloose, and Tremors.
I also know him. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh
special.
shit! My
But-
girlfriend has reminded me that he is in
That's
fact
right, he
the Hollow
was!
Man. Sorry.
Oh shit! You're right. He is Hollow Man. Oh my god.
That doesn't count
Oh
because he's
my
invisible the
God.
whole time.
Yeah, true. True.
I'm joking.
No,
I'm
that
joking.
that
I'm joking.
counts.
Well, here I'll hit us with a witty one-liner to end this. All right. All
We're
I
just
can
gonna end it
say-
right now. We're not even gonna try.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I was gonna say this movie. You could say it was hollow, man.
It was Hollow Man.
I hate you so much. I hate you. I quit.
You quit.
I'm
All
done.
right. My resignation's on your desk right now.
I'm posting a twit longer tomorrow about how shit you guys are as partners.
We're not gonna get canceled. We're gonna cancel each
The
other.
truth.
We're gonna cancel ourselves because of how fucking bad
Dude,
this
if
movie
anyone's
was.
getting canceled, here, I'm not going to say the name of our first podcast. We want to cancel any of us. Go find our first podcast. It's an hour and a half
You
of
can
me
manage.
admitting to crimes.
You're a true fan. You're a real fan if you can find the old podcast.
Dude,
with
I
no
swear
hints.
to God, if our old fans are watching this
That's
too
not that
or
bad.
listening to this, don't spoil it for everyone else. Just keep that to
No.
yourself.
If you,
yeah.
if you're that one person that listens
That
to the
one
old
person-
one,
yeah,
don't,
if
I
you're
know
that-
you're listening to this, motherfucker. Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it
If
for
you're
everyone
that
else.
you dare, man.
If you're that one non-binary Japanese person, don't you fucking
Yeah, if you're
say
out
Don't
there and you're
spoil
listening
it,
to
you
this,
motherfucker.
do not spoil it.
But we also
Let
we
this
love
be
you.
our
If you
little
come
secret.
back,
You are,
thank you.
You are our original fan.
Yeah.
don't spoil it for them.
Don't
Let people
spoil
try
it.
to find
we
it.
need everyone to find out what it was, and hopefully they don't find out what it was.
Damn.
I mean,
you know.
it wasn't that bad.
wasn't
it's just
bad.
we've definitely gotten better.
But you also got to remember, we were kind of, dude. It's been like 2 years, 3 years now, 3 years.
The thing I'll say is it's not good.
I
But
think
we're
it's
kind of hyping it up to be
it
like
was-
all offensive and shit.
Listen,
it's fine.
It was the
It's just a
Friday the
worse
13th
episode of
movie
this.
one of our podcast. Think
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the best way to put it. It's our Friday the 13th. It's our Friday the 13th. Yes.
do you
You're
guys-
a damn genius, Evan.
Do you guys want to know a super fun fact about Friday the 13th?
about it. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
My little sister was born on Friday the 13th, and I used to tell people that I know Friday the 13th is bad luck because that's when my little sister was born.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude.
'Cause,
Dude, why the her,
Fuck you,
man?
Seth. I was born on Friday the 13th as well. Believe it or not.
I'm the middle child!
birthday.
It's my job!
And then
It's
the
my
Hill- The Hill's
job!
birthday is
I'm the
also on a
youngest.
Friday the 13th. Eventually.
Yeah, we all hit it eventually.
Believe it or not, your birthday this year is
Everyone
actually
hates
a
a
Friday
Friday
the
the
13th.
13th.
Believe it or not.
Oh shit.
My
actually
birthday
look at the
is
calendar and check.
one
Yeah, it
is
is.
one day after the first episodes of our podcast come out.
Woo!
That's true. That's true.
October 14th, motherfuckers! Best birthday! Best birthday!
13 for the win.
You know what? I agree. 14 is the best number.
Man, I'm in the cool one. I'm in the unlucky number zone of 13.
13's awesome. What the fuck do you mean?
All the way through high school, I always had my birthday off because they got rid of Columbus Day, so they moved fall break to like the second
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
second
right. Oh,
that's
Friday in
awesome.
October, and the second Friday in October is either one day after, before, or on my birthday. Every
Oh,
fucking
that's
year.
so cool.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
But
Maybe Friday the 13th is good luck. Thanks.
maybe it is good luck, because honestly, you know what's insane? The best part of this podcast so far has been after we stopped talking about the movie.
I know, right?
I think that's
I
a
feel so bad
100%
shitting on this
okay.
movie, but it really is only good in the last 20 minutes.
It's same with this podcast,
I don't
guys.
know. What is
No.
fucking what is the name? Fucking Sean S. Cunningham or whatever the fuck it is. What's he gonna do about it?
Yeah, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
What are you gonna do, Sean?
What are you gonna do? Keep
What are you
Jason
gonna do,
Voorhees
Sean?
in
What are you gonna
lawsuit
do?
hell for
Huh?
6
Cry?
years?
You're gonna leave a review with no words?
You're gonna try. You're gonna cry. Maybe shit
Dude, I
and
didn't even
cum.
notice this. There's a section on Rotten Tomatoes just called Critics Consensus, and it just says rather quaint by today's standards.
Oh my god.
Rather quaint.
Rather
Aw.
quaint.
It's
What a
rather
cute way to put
quaint
it.
by
Yeah.
today's standards.
It is kind of quaint, yeah.
All right,
But
I can't wait to one stop talking about the first Friday the 13th movie, and two watch VHS 85.
I agree. This
Yeah.
episode is gonna be so good.
We gotta
That's
watch.
our recommendation.
We gotta
It's the
watch
the
same
movie
too.
we talked about.
what?
We're gonna probably that's probably gonna be one of our longest episodes because we can talk about
Oh, yeah.
so much shit in VHS.
The VHS
dude.
ones are going to be long
Fuck.
ones because
We should-
every little movie has.
I think
is worth
what our
talking about.
plan should be. I think what here's a little sneak peek for the listeners. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one episode on each VHS movie, spread out a little bit,
Yeah.
obviously, so we don't just
Yeah.
fucking shove that shit up your ass.
We're not going to do a
and
movie
then
marathon of that.
and then sometime after that, we're gonna do a tier list of all the
Yes.
VHS shorts,
Yes.
and that
I
episode's
look
gonna
forward to
last
that
forever.
in the
I
mid-future.
also feel like we should do that for Friday the 13th when we eventually finish it.
Well, definitely as we do.
I mean, if we
sequels
just
and
do these
stuff, have some
series,
fun.
we could just totally do that. That
Yeah,
could totally
we'll keep
just
them
be
going.
part of
I
what
feel
we
like
do.
this
Yeah.
one, well, maybe not Texas Chainsaw, because Texas Chainsaw we'll just watch part 2, and that's probably it.
I mean, we can watch all of them.
But
It just so happens that part 2 is
good.
like good, and the rest of them aren't.
Or not. So I don't know. Maybe we'll
one
watch
of
part
the
3
one
if
of the
people want
Texas
it.
Chainsaw, it's like it's a requel because it's a sequel to just the first movie and ignores
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
movies in between. Was written and directed by the same guy that made Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell, and that
Dude.
movie is also garbage.
Oh,
Maybe there's a
Oh,
trend
no.
there. Maybe
some
there's a trend.
people, some people
no.
just shouldn't be making movies.
Yeah.
damn.
I mean, maybe he has a good movie. We'll find out. Maybe.
I'll look him up and I'll tell you if I think all of his movies are bad. The two
no.
I've seen make me want to cry, so you know.
I mean, yeah. Jason Goes to Hell is just God. That movie's so bad.
I mean, it has a lot more to remember than this movie because we've
Yeah.
actually just completely forgotten that we were talking about the first movie.
Yeah,
We've talked more about the 9th movie than this movie.
we talked more about every other movie.
Just here, watch only the second movie onward, but right
Yes.
before you do that, just like jerk off to a picture of Kevin Bacon. Then you're good.
Like I'm doing right now. Yeah,
Imagine
Bacon's the only
Kevin
reason
giving
watch
you the
first
bacon.
one. I want that Kevin Bacon.
Oh
Dude.
God! All right.
It's so sad that he's in this movie out of all the Friday the 13th. Like, I don't know. Like, imagine if he was there with Jason Voorhees. You know? 10 out of
Kevin
10
Bacon
Friday
versus
the 13th.
Jason Voorhees. He's like, "Can you fly, fucker?" And he like throws him off the cliff. His little.
Well,
He's like,
That's about
holy
it
shit,
then,
that's a big man, and then just gets thrown off a cliff.
All right.
thank you
Despite
so
my
much for
best
listening.
attempts to stretch it out,
Yeah, I think this is it.
have we still haven't decided on like a traditional
You know what?
I don't
Closing.
need one.
No, we're good, because guess what, guys?
keep on slashing. That was a good
Keep
one,
on
right?
slashing,
That was
boys.
so
Let's
bad.
go.
So
Nah,
I'm
Let's
so
go.
scared that's
everybody,
gonna catch on.
everyone, have a good Friday the 13th, and enjoy
Yes,
the
Have
rest
a
of
good
your
Friday
day.
the 13th. Wish my little sister a happy birthday, even though her birthday's not in October.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Wish me a happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Oh,
Seth.
wish me
Seth,
a happy birthday.
Wish the drunker a happy birthday.
I
Wish
turned
the ill a happy
22.
birthday, too, while we're at it. Get everyone on
My
there.
birthday's nowhere near October.
Friday the 13th.
In our
still,
first
let's
It's
go.
pod-
everyone's birthday.
In our first podcast episode, I'm drinking in that too, except I wasn't 21 yet.
I think that's it. We're done.
That's the ending.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody. Have a
everybody.
great
See you guys.
one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And now, just for a little segment of some assorted edited out bloopers with no context.
Nail's just frowning on camera right now.
No, I'm doing something funny that I
You
just thought
fucking
about.
dick. All right, never mind. All right.
Cause I'm like, do I have a big one? Hang on a sec. I'm at almost 3 inches.